Welcome back to a new video. In this series we focus on the Muses of Greek mythology. The Muses are the daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne. They inspire the arts and music. This video is about Calliope. Most people know Calliope as the muse of epic poetry, the one invoked by Homer in the opening lines of the Iliad and the Odyssey. But Calliope is more than a poetic inspiration. She is memory, voice, and the shaping force of narrative itself. She is the whisper behind heroes, the rhythm in every saga, and the divine breath that brings myth to life. Calliope symbolizes epic art and storytelling. Calliope is the eldest and most honored of the 9 muses. She governs epos, long-form heroic poetry that speaks of war, fate, gods, and kings. Her domain isn't just beauty, it's grandeur. When a tale begins with sing, muse, that's her. She brings structure to chaos and meaning to battle cries. She also symbolizes divine voice and eloquence. Calliope's name means beautiful voiced, but her gift isn't just musical, it's persuasive, clear, and commanding. She grants the power to speak with conviction, to shape thought into word and word into legacy. She is invoked not just by poets, but by orators, judges, and even rulers seeking wisdom through words. The last thing she symbolizes is memory and immortality through art. Like all muses, Calliope is a daughter of Mnemosyne, memory. But her memory is eternal. She preserves the deeds of mortals and gods alike, ensuring their stories are told for generations. To be touched by Calliope is to be remembered. Origins and family. Calliope is one of the 9 muses, daughters of Zeus, king of the gods, and Mnemosyne, goddess of memory. She is often depicted as the eldest, the wisest, and the leader of her sisters. The Muses were born from 9 nights of union between Zeus and Mnemosyne, each muse representing a different art. But Calliope was the most exalted, often depicted standing beside kings or heroes, guiding them with dignity and calm. In some traditions, she is the mother of Orpheus, the legendary musician whose songs could charm gods and spirits alike. Whether by Apollo or a mortal father, Orpheus inherited her divine gift of voice and poetic soul. Calliope in the world. Calliope doesn't ride a chariot or wield thunder. Her power is subtler, but no less divine. She carries a writing tablet, sometimes a scroll, often a stylus. She may wear a laurel wreath, the sign of poetic triumph. And where she walks, silence follows, the hush before a story begins. She is often seen near rulers and heroes, not leading armies, but shaping the narratives that give them purpose. She doesn't just witness legend. She crafts it. Myths and stories involving Calliope. Myth number 1, the challenge of the daughters of Pyrrhus. 9 mortal sisters once claimed to be greater singers than the Muses. Calliope was their opponent in the contest. Her voice rang out with such clarity and power that the challengers were turned into birds, chattering magpies, forever mocked for their vanity. The myth reminds us, inspiration is a gift, not a boast. Myth number 2, Calliope and Orpheus. Calliope, as mother of Orpheus, taught him the art of poetry and song. When he descended into the underworld to retrieve his wife Eurydice, it was her legacy that gave him the voice to move even Hades. His failure wasn't in the music, it was in doubt. The story shows us that even divine talent can falter in the face of fear. Myth number 3, Calliope and Homer. Though not a traditional myth, every invocation of the muse in epic poetry, from Homer to Virgil, is a tribute to Calliope. She is the unseen force in every great saga. Without her, there is no Iliad, no Odyssey, no Aeneid. She is the breath before the first word. Worship and depiction. The Muses were worshipped across Greece, especially at Mount Helicon and Mount Parnassus, where springs of poetic inspiration, like the Hippocrene, were said to flow from their steps. Calliope was honored in libraries, courts, and among poets. Her presence was invoked in ceremonies, performances, and even political speech, anywhere words mattered. In art, Calliope is depicted as regal and serene. She may hold a writing tablet, a scroll, or a golden trumpet, symbols of her role as a herald of grandeur. Sometimes she stands among her sisters, but she is always the most commanding, the muse who guides heroes not with strength, but with story. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's a specific myth or deity you'd like to see next, let us know in the comments. And remember, words are power. They create worlds, carry memory, and echo through time. Calliope doesn't just inspire, she remembers. And through her, we remember too. Speak well. Write boldly. Let the story begin. See you next time.